I'm just going to reemphasize this about nitrogen. Nitrogenase are enzymes used by organisms to fix atmospheric nitrogen gas. So enzymes are catalysts. They must be involved in nitrogen fixation. Although nitrogen fixation is really, it's not known for sure how it works. But I think you can figure it out if you just think about it with these facts from Wikipedia. Nitrogen fixation is a process in which nitrogen is found naturally as N2 in the atmosphere. So it's a bi-atom molecule, 2 atoms of nitrogen, or 2 molecules. Anyways, N2 in the atmosphere is converted into ammonium through this nitrogen fixation. Remember that, ammonium. Atmospheric nitrogen or molecular nitrogen is relatively inert and doesn't easily react with other chemicals to form any new compounds. So the fixation process frees up the nitrogen atoms from their diatomic form, the N2, to be used in other ways. So nitrogen fixation, natural and synthetic, is essential for all forms of life because nitrogen is required to biosynthesize basic building blocks of plants, animals, and other life forms. That is to say, the nucleotides for DNA and RNA, and amino acids for proteins. So nitrogen fixation occurs naturally in the air by means of lightning. It's very important too. So, like I said, the exact mechanism of catalysis is unknown. But the liver converts ammonia to urea in the urea cycle. The liver produces albumin, which is a protein. It's the major osmotic component of blood serum. The liver is the only human internal organ capable of natural regeneration of lost tissue. As little as 25% of the liver can be regenerated to a whole liver. Regeneration is very rapid, and the liver will return to normal size in 1 to 2 weeks following the removal of greater than 50% of the liver mass. This is predominantly due to the hepatocytes re-entering the cell cycle. That is, the hepatocytes regenerate. So that's important because that is again talking about that cycle of rebirth. All things do this cycle. Everything. Stars, cells, proof right here. The liver is vital in maintaining the body's protein and nitrogen metabolism. Protein in foods can be broken down into amino acids in the intestines and delivered to the liver for use in making body proteins. Excess amino acids are either released by the liver and sent to muscles for use or are converted to urea for excretion in the urine. Certain proteins are converted into ammonia, a toxic metabolic product, by bacteria in the intestine or during the breakdown of body protein. The ammonia must be detoxified by the liver and made into urea, which is then excreted by the kidneys. Okay, I just said before that the ammonia is created through the nitrogen fixation, but what they're talking about here is because of eating food, proteins in food broken down and then delivered to the liver. But what happens if there's too much? It turns into ammonia. Too much ammonia. Okay, ammonia is going to be there. It is created through the nitrogen fixation. But what they're saying here, and they're not understanding it, but I am, it's pretty clear to me that this is all occurring naturally without any help. But as soon as we start eating food, as soon as we start putting proteins into our system, it builds up in the liver. It's too much. detoxification by the liver. Amines can be formed by the reaction of ammonia with alkyl halides. Ammonia is directly or indirectly the precursor to most nitrogen-containing compounds. Urea is synthesized in the body of many organisms as part of a urea cycle, either from the oxidation of amino acids or from ammonia. Urea production occurs in the liver and is then dissolved into the blood in the reference range of 2.5 to 6.7 milliliter and further transported and excreted by the kidneys as a component of urine. In addition, a small amount of urea is excreted as sweat. Amino acids from ingested food that are not used for the synthesis of proteins and other biological substances are oxidized by the body, yielding urea and carbon dioxide, also heat, as an alternative source of energy. The oxidation pathway starts with the removal of the amino group by transaminases. The amino group is then fed into the urea cycle. Yeah. And it's excreted. So ammonia is another common byproduct of the metabolism of nitrogenous compounds. Ammonia is smaller, more volatile, and more mobile than urea. If allowed to accumulate, ammonia will raise the pH in cells to toxic levels. Therefore, many organisms convert ammonia to urea, even though this synthesis has a net energy cost. Being practically neutral and highly soluble in water, urea is a safe vehicle for the body to transport and excrete excess nitrogen. So, it's going to change your pH if you have too much. Ammonia. Where's ammonia? Ammonia is acid, right? So it builds up too much acid and it raises the pH or lowers it? Gee, if I could get on the internet, I could find out. But I guess we could just think.